Alright everybody, we are now doing another Pokemon Black random solo run. So the last two Pokemon we did were Poliwhirl and Crobat. And both of them had a lot of problems with the end fight for sure. I mean, at least Crobat we were sort of prepared. But I do have this new website that Axew Kairisora showed me. Not here. It's a damage calc here. It's kind of like Showdown, except it's called Kangler Calc. You can actually do, like, let me see if I can zoom in. You can actually do, like, different teams from each game. Like, I'm on Black and White 1. And, for example, if I wanted to know my ranges on Getz's Hydreigon, I can just do Hydreigon. And then there's Getz's Black and White. And it has all the EVs, levels. You can even switch between different team members. And then on the left side here can be your own Pokemon. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty cool resource. And it made me kind of realize something. I want to show this off before I randomize. I'm going to go to N's team. Let me see if I can zoom. Alright, so yeah, see right here, the Reshiram. It has a plus... Oh wait, this is the Reshiram. This thing has plus speed minus special attack. The Zekrom has plus speed minus attack. Why? Those are really bad natures. I mean, from what I've actually heard, the reason they have plus speed natures is to guarantee they will outspeed your dragon because it's 2 levels higher. It's because since they're programmed turn 1 to use their fusion move, and that way you could use your own fusion move and the base power would double. But I think that's why they did it, but still, couldn't you have done like plus speed minus special defense or something for Reshiram minus defense for Zekrom? That would have been a better choice of nature. But yeah, I just wanted to show that off. We're going to be using this to calculate the N team, because clearly N needs a lot of work. Gets this not as much, but still a little bit. Okay. Let's find out what our Pokemon's going to be. We had a middle evolution and a final evolution. Are we going to get a first stage or a legendary? Delcatty. I've never played with that, but it is a fully evolved Pokemon, so let's go ahead and take a look at its moveset. Let's see. Oh, it's one of those Moonstone evolutions. Attract, Double Slap, Fake Out, and Sing. That's gonna suck. Am I seriously stuck with Double Slap as an attacking move for, like, how long? Normalize. Oh, yeah, let's look at the abilities. Alright, Normalize. All the Pokemon's moves become the normal type? Why? Why would you do... I mean, every move gets stabbed, but we're kind of screwed against ghost types. Yeah, I know what Q-Charm does. What's Wonder Skin? Makes status-changing moves more likely to miss. So, like, Growl and Tail Whip have a higher chance of missing. This could apply with Sand Attack, but I don't know. Sand Attack's not too useful. Yeah, I think Wonder Skin's better, because Normalize is literally going to screw us so bad if we use that. And Q-Charm, not really the most useful. It's like static, but it can cause attraction. Let's see. Okay, mediocre attack, bad special attack, really good speed. So I think I could afford minus speed. And we are in the fast level up group too. So we will be able to level up quite quickly. Q-Charm is redundant when we have Attract. That is true. Like, if you don't want to bother having it on the moveset. Wait. Oh. Right. Here. So yeah, let's take a look at the TM set. Calm Mind is off limits. Let's see. You have Grass Knot, Charge Beam, Thunderbolt Thunder, Ice Beam, Blizzard, Solar Beam, Shadow Ball. Oh, we get Workup. That's good. But we're going to be stuck using Workup Double Slap. It's going to suck really bad. But, what's the first TM that we get that we can learn? I think that'd have to be Rock Smash. Oh, yeah, we will definitely get Shadow Ball. In fact, I think I have an idea of what my final moveset's going to be. Probably going to be... Wait, where's Ice Beam and Thunderbolt? Oh, wait, Thunderbolt is in the P2 laboratory. I think Ice Beam's in the Giant Chasm. Yeah. So yeah, if we want electric or ice coverage, we'd have to deal with Thunder and Blizzard. Honestly, it's going to be very difficult to afford both of those. So I guess it just depends which one we think is more important, Thunder or Blizzard. And I'm honestly leaning towards Blizzard being more important. Let's see. You got Dig as well. Where's Charge Beam? Route 7. Not US Route 7. Oh, wait, no, that's Unova Route 7. From a Battle Girl near the southern entrance. Oh. Okay, yeah, Charge Beam is going to be extremely good. We're definitely going to need to get that move. Sure. Yeah, we can just use, like, Charge Beam, Shadow Ball, Blizzard, and Return for great stab coverage. So yeah, I think that's going to end up being our final moveset, because Blizzard is going to be used for End Zekrom. But, like I said, we really should look at the Kingler calc, because we need to see what our ranges are going to look like on, what's-his-face? The Zekrom. Alright, so I'm on End Zekrom right now. Alright, so Delcatty, we're going to do blank set. And, we're going to go perfect stats, because we're not going to use... Workup Return would be better. Actually, Workup can also boost special attack too, so honestly, it kind of makes Charge Beam kind of pointless. Yeah, Hidden Power is locked behind 115 seen Pokemon, and it is possible to get that. If you need it before Enter gets this, it's actually reasonably easy, but if you need it before the League, you're going to have to take on like 15 optional trainers. I'm only doing that for Pokemon that get, like, no other coverage. Like, if it's that bad. Alright, so since this is a Unova game, it's generally safe to assume we're going to get around 200 attack EVs. And for special attack, this is assuming we buy calcium. I'm going to put 100 in. And I'm going to leave the speed alone. So let's see what our damage looks like at 65. I'm going to give ourselves... Oh, I spelled return wrong. Alright, return. Perk up. Blizzard. Shadow Ball. A little hard to see those numbers, but it says return will do around 39 to 46. But Fusion Bolt is going to do anywhere from 44 to 52. So what if I survive one and I get a +1 setup with workup? I'll give it to my special attack too in case Blizzard. Alright, so it looks like at level 65 with one workup, Blizzard becomes a range. But yeah, 65 might be a little too low. I mean, we are in the fast group, so we can definitely be a higher level than that. Let's try 70. Yeah, one workup in return. Actually, wait. It's doing 38 to 45%. And on turn 2, if Zekrom cannot detect the knockout with Fusion Bolt, it will go for Light Screen. So we might be able to get off a second workup for free. And that still makes it a range. Oh, wait, nature. What's going to be a good nature to run? I don't think speed is... What's the fastest thing in this game? $139. So, at level 70, let's give ourselves 100 speed EVs, because that's usually what we'll have. Okay, so I don't think running minus speed is going to be a good idea at only base 90 speed. Oh, we could use substitute, yeah. We could always use that. Honestly, I think the plan is turn 1, use a substitute, and then use 2 workups. Adamant? I think that might be the correct nature, honestly. Yeah, let's put in Adamant. So, if we set up a substitute... I don't think we need to set up substitute, I think. Because, look at that. 99.4 to 117. That's effectively a guaranteed one-shot at level 70. But we could go in at a lower level, but then again, fast level up group. We're going to be leveling up very quickly. But actually, I'm kind of curious. I'm going to bring up my experience chart. What level does the fast group become faster than medium slow? Let's see. The green is fast. Oh, it's faster than medium slow at level 30. And then it becomes faster than erratic at level 72. Yeah, honestly, we're going to be leveling up extremely quickly. Like, when we're around, like, this point in the game, when we're, like, in the low 50s, usually before Drayden, we're going to be leveling up faster than anything. Dig is going to be better? Oh, yeah, let's try Dig. Let's give ourselves Dig. 104 to 120. That really isn't much better. Because that only gives us a tiny bit extra damage. 104 to 123 versus 99 to 117. For the other Pokemon, oh yeah, we could use it for Kling Clang, guaranteed one shot. Aracosta, Dig is a guaranteed one shot, but we're gonna have to go 2 returns because of Sturdy. Vanillix, turn, Archeops. Archeops is a range at level 70. But that's fine, though. Even if it doesn't knock it out, it does put it in defeatist range. Zorwark, one shot. Kling Clang, one shot with Dig. So yeah, literally we just need level 70 with Adamant Nature, Return, Workup, and Dig. Alright, let's look at Gets's. Look at Cofagrigus. Cofagrigus, we can just substitute and just sweep. Actually, here's one issue. I still want to have Shadow Ball because Dig will not work on Cofagrigus because the enemy AI will use Protect when you're using Dig, so it'll literally never work. Unless we were to go in with only Dig and Shadow Ball, which I guess is an option, only Dig and Shadow Ball. But I don't think that's a good idea. No, it is not a good idea. Honestly, let's go back down there. I assume you're using Q Charm to normalize dog shit. Yeah, I'm not using normalize. I'm using Wonder Skin, I think it's called. It apparently makes status inflicting moves less likely to hit, so stuff like Growl, Tail Whip, and Sand Attack and Leer will have a slightly higher chance of missing. I don't know what the odds are though. We get any other good physical moves? Turn Dig, Facade, Payback, Wild Charge, Rock Smash. Not really. Yeah, not really at all, no. Not like this thing gets fling. I mean, we could use Payback. Where's Payback? Route 16. I think that's locked behind Strength, isn't it? Payback requires Strength. Honestly, I think Payback in return might actually be better. I mean, yeah, it's only 50 base power, but, wait, is Payback negative priority? If it was attacked first. It doesn't say it is, so I'm going to assume no. Wonderskin makes Sand Attack 50-50. That is good. I mean, not many things have Sand Attack, but at least it'll help with Tail Whip and Leer and stuff. Yeah, John, if the Pokemon has no guard, everything becomes Gen 1 Swift. Literally nothing can stop it. Yeah, let's go head back to the Kingler Calc and replace Shadow Ball with Payback. Well, we're not going to have room for Substitute because we need Dig for the Zekrom. Actually, we technically don't need Dig, because here's the thing. At level 70, at +2, the Zekrom is arranged to be a one-shot. Remember? It was like 99 to 117. I don't think we need Dig at all for this fight. Silk Scarf? Silk Scarf's kind of out of the way. You have to fly back to Dreffel with Surf. Okay, yeah, so let's take a look at Cofagrigus. If we set up a substitute and go to, like, +1 with Workup, that'll make Payback do 55 to 60. So what if we do a little bit more? Okay, yeah, it looks like we would need to get +4 to be consistent. Then once we're at +4... Oh, let's look at the Bisharp ranges. Ooh, at +4, Bisharp is a one-shot with return. That's really good. Electros, one-shot. Hydreigon. I don't even need to check these. I know they're going to be shots. So yeah, for Getsus, we need level 70. We have to get +4. Yeah, actually, this Kingler Calc website's really good. Screw Showdown Calculator. This thing literally has all the teams in it. That's incredible. Kind of made me wonder why I wasted time all these years ago making this. But then again, at least this is a good visual glance. Alright, N, level 70, moveset of Return, Sub, Payback, and Workup. Okay, so now that we figured out the end of the run, we need to figure out the rest of the run. How good is Normal and Dark in the league? Let's take a look at Chantal, actually. Alright, let's assume we're going to enter the league at like 68, I think. Yeah, let's assume we're entering at 68. Alright, so if we enter at 68 on this right here, we'd have to set up a substitute and then get to +2. Probably +3. Yeah, I think. Yeah, if we get to +3 payback one-shots Cofagrigus, Jellicent, Dolurk, and Chandelure. But there is the chance of Cursed Body, and if we get hit with Cursed Body, we'll have to reset. Hey, Boss Indominus. Yeah, I've never heard about this until Axew showed me, because it has all their enemy teams in here. Your messages are showing up, right? Your last message is payback is a variant of revenge. That's the last message I saw. Jellicent's last? Good to know. Alright, Grimsley. We need to take a look at Grimsley. Yeah, let's see. Look at Grimsley. Look at that. +1 is enough to one-shot with return. Then Crocodile. Shot. Bipard. Shot. Bisharp. 54 to 64. Then again, it has no fighting moves. So honestly, +1 would be enough. I'm not doing this for every gym leader. I'm just doing this for the league. We don't need to do this much planning unless there's one gym leader we're very worried about. Alright, now let's look at Caitlyn. Alright, so for Caitlyn... Oh, that thing's got Focus Blast. Okay, Caitlyn might be a problem. Let's see, it says it plus... Wait, does return one-shot without setup? It does not. It's like really, really close. But how much does Focus Blast do? 67 to 79%. So that's a good thing. So we can use one workup and survive unless it crits. Because it doesn't look like this gives us crit ranges, but usually with crits, just double it. You'll be pretty close. Yes, Laser Gamer. We know you're Laser Gamer. Alright, so Reuniclus one-shot with return. That one-shot. Narno one-shot. Gothitelle one-shot. Just barely. Alright, Marshall. I guess we should be worried about Marshall. Oh. Alright, so it says at this point we'll have 138 speed. Here's the thing. Look at Bulldoze. Wait. Yeah, this is Throw. Oh, Throw doesn't have Rock Tomb in this game? That might be Black too. Yeah, it looks like Bulldoze does 11 to 13%. And since he doesn't detect the kill with Storm Throw, that means he's going to go for Bulldoze, which will not break the substitute, because to break a substitute, it has to deal over 25%. So I'd say get the substitute, one return. Yeah, we might need two. And then Throws a one-shot. Sock is going to be a two-shot no matter what. And Sock will probably break the substitute. That's fine, though. Conkeldur's a one-shot, and Mienshau's a one-shot. Yeah, that thing needs +2. Okay, now that we finished the league, we need to think... We need to think of the early game. Are there any gym leaders we might struggle against? Chili? We're going to have to take him out with Attract and Double Slap. It's going to suck, but whatever. Why is it showing Skitties as base stats? What? No, this is Delcatty. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so, okay, what do we do about Lenora? I wonder if it's worth... Actually, it's 100% worth getting Rock Smash. We are not taking on Lenora with Double Slap. Yeah, here's Delcatty's base stats. Not the best. It's considered one of those trash mons. But hey, at least we're in the... Yeah, Rock Smash 100%. Okay, yeah, Lenora we're gonna need to take a look at. Need to look at the world's best Watchhog. Alright, so I'm gonna have to reset these EVs. Let's just put this at like 20 EVs. That at 0 and put that at like 20. Alright, let's bring our level down to level 20. So let's do... Rock Smash. Alright, yeah, Rock Smash at level 20. 60 to 71%. Wait a minute. Oh, right. We gotta have -1. Alright, yeah, so on the Herdier... Wait, I can switch to Herdier. Alright, so what I'm gonna have to do on the Herdier... Oh, wow, takedown does good damage. I think what we're gonna have to do here is use singular workup to get 42 to 50. But even if we get one more, that doesn't guarantee anything. I think Lenora might need blackout training. I think so. Like, let me try a different level. Let me try 23. So at 23, if we use one workup to get neutral, it'll deal at least half. So I think at level 23, we work up and then 2 rock smashes. Yeah, work up and 2 rock smashes. And then for the Watchhog, if we're at neutral, it does under half. So yeah, I think at level 23, we need to blackout train till we win. But here's the thing with Rock Smash. 50% chance to lower defense. Let's assume on turn 2, we lower its defense by 1. That'll be like 57 at a minimum. And at a minimum, it'll be 39. But it looks like if we get the defense drop, it will be a ranged 2-shot. So definitely 23, blackout train till we win. Oh yeah, Berg definitely retaliate. Elisa will have return. Clay. What's our plan for Clay? Honestly, that's kind of dumb. We have Dig. We can just... Actually, let's take a look at Clay. Crocorock. Let's assume we're level 33 for this fight. I'm going to bring our attack EVs up to 60. This is just guesswork. We may not have 60. Oh, wait, is there a spot to fill in front? Oh, wait. Return is always going to show the max friendship, I think. Oh, yeah, look, you can actually customize the hidden power. Or the return power. Let's assume we're at, like... let's assume we're at, like, 200 friendship. Oh my god, dude. Look at that. Return at 200 friendship completely destroys Crocorock. Or at least I do think stab echoed voice to avoid static and nuke the striker right away. Do we learn that move? We do, actually. Alright, we'll get echoed voice. That's a good point. Alright, so... yeah, return, one-shots the Crocorock. Alpitoad, one-shot. This is assuming 200 friendship. Even if it was a little lower, we'd still be fine. And then Excadrill is going to have to be a 2-shot with Dig. But at least Bulldoze doesn't hit while underground. And even if we get hit with, like... Wait a minute. I don't... We might be able to barely outspeed. Like, if we have, like, 30 Speedy Bees or something. We would need around, like, 50 Speedy Bees to outspeed the Excadrill. So, honestly, 33 might be a little too low. You gave the return 200 base power? Oh, is that what I did? Oops. That looked a little suspicious. 200 friendship's like 80-ish power? Oh. Yep. Okay. Play might actually be kind of difficult. Let's see. If we get to +1... Oh, here's the thing. He does have swagger, so nothing's stopping him from doing that. So at +1, we'll one-shot that. Alpitoad is a range. And Excadrill... about to be a 2-shot. So honestly, I think we need +2. But if we get hit with swagger right away, we'll be fine. But is there a way to get a person berry? What rangers give person berries? Does anyone know? Wait a minute. Does swagger count as a status move? Oh, right. So yeah, I guess we'll have to set up the workups ourselves. Yeah, just set up the workups ourselves. The drill. Dig is a one-shot. Okay, yeah, so we'll need level 33 for clay. Alright, so I'm writing notes for levels. Lenora, 23, Blackout Train. And then clay, 33. And then the Lost Pilot is awful. The Lost Actor is awful. Drayden. I don't think we need to deal with Drayden. Workup return's just gonna go burr. Can't get a Personberry before clay unless you get a Wild Temple. Is a Personberry on Route 1? Oh, are you talking about like one of those Pokemon Rangers on Route 1? The problem is you need Surf for that. And you don't get Surf till after the 6th gym. So yeah, never mind on that. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to deal with the risk there. Yeah, Shadow Stitch, have you heard of this website called Kingler Calc? Axu showed it to me, and there's actually everybody's NPC teams in here. You can actually put in your Pokemon and see what ranges look like. And I'm sure someone will be asking, wait, you've always criticized the RBYXP router. Why are you using this? Here's the thing that these damage calculators cannot do. It's not going to tell you how to get to that level. It's not going to be exact. Like, me putting in the EVs, it's sort of like guesswork. Like, I'm having to think here. But yeah, like, if it says, all right, I need 33, I have to figure that out myself, how to get to 33. I'm not just going to have the XP router tell me. Yeah, that's why I just view the XP router as far more broken, because it's kind of like using this, except everything is perfectly precise. Also, in Gen 3 games, there are badge boost option. Oh, wait, really? Where are the options? Badges. I don't see anything for badges. Oh, right here. Oh, that's actually really useful. Alright, I think we've done all the calculations we need. So yeah, the only things we need to get manually are return, dig. Do we even need Shadow Ball? No, payback. Hey, Shadow Stitch, I hope you're happy we're getting payback. Yeah, return. Oh, Rock Smash. That's another one we need to get. I'm not going to write down Retaliate or Workup because those are given to us by force. I'm just writing down stuff I have to go out of my way for. Can't really think of anything else. No, I cannot, actually. Would Expert Belt be any good? Actually, it will be, yeah. I mean, I pretty much always get the Expert Belt. Silk Scarf, I do not think is worth getting. Maybe worth grabbing the R2 candy since you're grabbing Strength. Oh, yeah, I will. I mean, we tested out the N and Getsis ranges before, I'm assuming before you showed up, at least before you started chatting. We're going to need level 68 at the start of the league because we tested N's ranges at level 70. Shell Bell for sure. Not going to be necessary, though. Because here's the thing, I have to backtrack for that, because you have to have seen 50 Pokemon. Honestly, I don't even think we need Shell Bell. Because, like, after Clay, none of the gyms are going to be that hard. You do think so for N? I guess true. I'll just get it, sure. Oh my god, stupid pen. Bell. Expert. Belt. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna skip the, Silk Scarf. Alright, well, we're done planning. Alright, ROM is made. Oh, let's go ahead and set this up. Hey, look, a clang. You could get citrus berry, roughly on par, depending on how things. Yeah, I think Shellbell might be better. At least Shellbell we can use during the league, too. Hey, it feels nice having to do this run now, because we actually do know what to do for N. You know, fun fact, the Unova starters in Black and White specifically, their XP yields are far lower than the other games, because they wanted to make sure during this fight, you cannot level up in between the fights. Medium slow won't even let you level up, but I know in the early game, fluctuating is actually faster than medium slow, so I think fluctuating might be able to level up on that fight. Dude, Delcatty's menu icon looks pink. That is not right. Okay, let's go ahead and edit stats. Yeah, Delcatty's regular abilities suck. Question, though. In competitive, is there ever a use for the ability normalize? Like, I don't even know. Holy cow, this default Delcatty had horrible stats. 8 HP, 0 special attack, 9 special defense. Jeez. Only in Hackmons? Oh. Like the ones with, like, Levitate, Terra, Electric, Shedinjas? You get Thunderwave ground types. Funny. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and make the moveset image for the overlay, which should only take less than a minute. Oh, I do want to show off one more thing before we get started. Offline, I didn't even stream this in my Discord. I just did this offline earlier today because I was bored. I did give a Seismitoad a re-rank, a second playthrough, and it did so much better without that blackout in the league, plus the overall resets I had at Semi-Stages. I'll show you. I'll show you as soon as I get this looking good. Okay, let me show y'all. Check it out. 7th place overall. I got a 120.59 with only one reset. It was on the final Charon's Semi-Sage because I was watching something on another monitor. I looked away, and I accidentally used Surf on it. If Delcatty got its speed buff, we could probably run minus speed. Wait. Oh, that would explain why Delcatty looked so slow. 'Cause I'm like, it has 90 speed. Why can't I run a minus speed nature? Dang, yeah, I didn't notice that. Thanks for pointing that out. But yeah, this thing got a really good time. It was about a minute slower than Braviary. It actually beat Keldeo, which surprised me. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know, Seismitoad did get its re-rank, and I did record it in OBS. I try to record all my re-ranks, so just in case anybody wants proof, I can show them. Like, I didn't cheat that run. But yeah, just wanted to show that off. Alright, let's go ahead and make a poll. What time will I beat Getsis? Alright, looking at my leaderboard, I haven't ran a single normal type before. That is interesting. But this thing is going to have to blackout train against Lenora. Clay is going to be a little tricky, but other than that, we're going to smooth sail the rest of the game, but we got to make sure we get level 68 at the start of the league. You really think it's going to be around a 130? Honestly, I'd say that's a safe assumption. I'll go 130 to 135. They're like Gen 2 normal types? Oh, that absolutely makes sense. In Black 2, White 2, I don't think normal types are as good because Colress kinda gives middle fingers to normal types. Alright, let's get started. Jeez, all that pre-planning took like 40 minutes. But then again, at least we're prepared. Go. But it's fine though, Boss KO likes to watch these afterwards. He always puts timestamps, which is real nice of him. Excuse me. Yeah, there's like barely any steel types. Not as many rock types either. Oh, like for example, in Black 2 and White 2, the lost pilot, she's no longer lost. She got promoted to Skyla. Because her normal, this isn't just challenge mode. She has Skarmory with Sturdy as well. So her having Skarmory actually makes her a lot harder. Oh yeah, and Black 2, White 2, there's a mandatory trainer with a Ferrothorn. That Ferrothorn is extremely terrifying. You know what's weird? I swear, when I'm not streaming these, the game actually feels slightly faster. I wonder if the fact I'm streaming instead of recording uses more CPU or something. Never trust Ferrothorn. Nope. Got a terrible normal type. Axew, be glad this wasn't Rattata. Well, I guess what I meant is, it seems like streaming uses more CPU than recording. Because whenever I record these runs, the game feels like it plays faster. If it was Raticate, then it'd be good. I think Raticate would be a lot better, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. I think it gets Swords Dance at level 1, which is interesting. It is still going to be very annoying having to use Double Slap. Hey, no encounters. Clefable ass moveset. Yeah. Well, it's not the Mismagius syndrome, because Mismagius had Psywave, and Double Slap is way better than Psywave. Oh, you know something I found out recently? Remember how I always complained in X and Y there was that one trainer in Grant's gym with a Soul Rock and a Lunatone? They both have Psywave and it felt so powerful. Uh, I always wondered why those two were very scary, and I actually know why now, because I looked it up. Apparently, starting Gen 6, Psywave became 100% accurate. So that trainer hits Psywave every single time. There was never a chance to miss. And if Psywave doesn't have a chance to miss, it's actually sort of decent. Yay, I get the 55% accurate Sing in a game where you can only sleep up to 3 turns. How useful. Yeah, always make sure to use the turn 1 fake out. Oh, I don't remember what run I did this with. It might have been Persian, but Technician boosted fake out is surprisingly powerful. Actually, it might have been in the one of the world tournament streams. Alright, I'm gonna have to heal again because Double Slap has so few power points. I don't think I've ever fought Sharon. No, I did not. Plus, on the bright side, me doing that offline Seismitoad re-rank gave me a bit of a warm-up for this stream today. Okay, I think I should go heal again. This thing has to heal at the center so many times, just because of how few power points Double Slap has. Darn, almost level 13. I wonder if I should use Sing on the, No, I don't need to use Sing. I'm pretty sure all of Chili's Pokemon are male. Aw, seriously? Attract. I only have 2 Double Slaps left. Reset. Okay, yeah, I don't think just 8 Double Slaps is gonna do. I need to heal and get all 10 of them back. Even then, it might be cutting it close. Okay, fake out. Attract. Attract. Missed. Twice. Hey, I got a crit. Also, I disabled the hotkeys in the BizHawk emulator where the numbered keys changed your save state slot. Like, whenever I would press, like, 1 to show the first badge, there'd be some text on the bottom screen that showed slot 1 loaded. I unenabled those hotkeys so you don't see them anymore. Oh yeah, I'm definitely healing again. Most Pokemon do not need to heal at this center more than once. Alright, work up in the place of Sing, because that move is pure garbage. Hey Mario, new Pokemon? It's the Delcatty. Hey, at least I can use Work Up Double Slap. But on the bright side, after Lenora, we'll get access to Retaliate. Normally, we don't really like using that move, but this thing kinda has no other choice. It's gonna need to use it. Alright. Alright, I'm not gonna heal here. It only has 5 PP. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with a lot of PP problems in this run. At least until we get access to Return. Oh. Wrong button. Give me a minute. I didn't call Secret Power stupid. I said Retaliate having 5 PP was stupid. Honestly, Clefable's moveset would actually be slightly better because instead of having Attract, it would have Minimize. Like, Delcatty with Minimize would be awesome. I'd rather choose Spinda. Spinda would be an interesting run. That thing he just tried to use Lick on me. Oh, good job, kid. Most terrible secondary effect. Yeah, I agree with that. Is he stupid? Well, he is just a kid, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I still do not understand how Delcatty's PC sprite is pink. Contrary intimidates. It'd be interesting to have like a run where the only move you start with is Hyper Beam, but I don't think such a Pokemon exists in any generation where they start with Hyper Beam at level 1. Not even in Gen 1 that exists. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, what you can do is you can go to Bulbapedia and look up Hyper Beam, and then it shows you all the Pokemon that could ever learn it at what levels. Oh shoot, I forgot the Dust Ball. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to manually damage these things. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to catch the rest of my Pokemon later. I think it's when Professor Juniper gives me the Ultra Balls, I think when I get the Payback TM, I'm gonna need to go catch some more Pokemon. Well, then again, I could just get the Ultra Ball here right now. Wow, that was cutting it close. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and find one more Pokemon. There we go. Oh wait, I'm gonna need level 23 before I consider Blackout training for Lenora. So I should actually go backtrack and fight some of these trainers. Playdoll starts learning Hyper Beam at level 1 or Evolution for some reason in Sun and Moon, but it has 5 level 1 moves, so I don't think it would have it. Probably not. Well, shoot. Okay, this is embarrassing. I am completely out of PowerPoints. Oh my god, dude. I have 6 Pokemon. And I don't think I saved it all. Probably should have grabbed Rock Smash. That would have helped. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be possible for me to black out. No, it's not. It is literally not going to be possible to black out. Okay, just because I technically never healed in Nakarine, I'm gonna go back here to heal. I'm gonna treat this as a blackout, but technically that wasn't a mandatory fight. I was just doing optional training. So yeah, it wasn't a mandatory trainer, so let's not worry about that. Yeah, it would have been impossible for me to black out. Iroar starts with Hyper Beam in Gen 6. Oh, it does. Okay, well, I guess there is some. Are you sure it's not like one of those, like, level 1 move reminder moves? Like, you know, the ones that start with 7 level 1 moves? Alright, let's go ahead and get Rock Smash. It only has 3. Oh, so it does start with Hyper Beam. That's awesome. Okay. Alright, let's teach Rock Smash as soon as possible. We don't... Lenora's Watchog, I'm pretty sure, is female. So, yeah, let's... I still want Fake... Yeah, honestly, Fake Out really isn't the... Is Lenora's Watchog male or female? Does anyone know? Wonder if the Kingler calc knows. It's male. Okay, so Attract will... Wait. Oh. I guess this website's wrong then. It says it's male. But I'm gonna trust you, Axion. Okay, yeah, so... Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Attract. You know, I never really understood the point of the railroad tracks here. Black, white, female, black 2, white 2, it's random. Technically, it is random in black 2, white 2. Not because of black 2, white 2, it's because Lenora is only fightable in the World Tournament. Because for some reason, in the World Tournament, all the Pokemon, their abilities and genders are randomized each time. Not between their hidden abilities, though, but just, like, regular abilities and, like, male and female. I wonder if they did that to make the fights a little more variable. But it really does not make sense for, like, Red to have a female Pikachu. I think they did that just to make it more unpredictable. I don't think anybody cares. I mean, most people probably don't even know about that. Honestly, maybe a theory is that they never coded them to have specific ones. I don't know. It wouldn't have been much work just to give them a specific ability, specific gender. I think they did it just to make the fights more variable. I think that's the reason they did that. Even then, competitive players wouldn't use Attract. Really? I guess there's probably better moves to have on your learn set. You know, fun fact, if we have a fighting type in our party, once a day we can get a free Comet Shard from that rock. I wonder if Shadow ever did that. Like, he ran a fighting type, and he did the training here, and then he decided to get a free Comet Shard. This is not going to be enough to consistently blackout train. I mean, I guess with Fake Out, we might be able to blackout train on Lenora now. Because my calculations never took into effect I can just use a turn 1 Fake Out right away. So I'll go ahead and do that. There's not a point in using Attract if it fails against 50% of Pokemon for no reason. There is a specific reason why it only works on 50% of Pokemon. Okay, Fake Out. Yeah, just keep using Double Slap. Uh-oh. Oh, Mariah, thanks for the 9-month, membership renewal. Yeah, closer to 1 year. Keep going at it. At 1 year, you'll get the Soul Badge. Then you can use Surf outside of battle. Don't bullshit me, Bartholomew 2. I don't get what that is. I don't know what that is. Yeah, it looks like we'll be level 22, I think, when we get to Lenora. Yeah, I just noticed, each of these bookshelves, the ladder's on a different side, like right, left, right side. Actually, we might end up being level 22. I'm gonna save here just in case. Intentionally calling you names start with B that aren't your actual name. Oh. Okay. Alright then. Okay, so yeah, we'll end up being level 22. And once we're at this level, we just blackout train against Lenora till we win. But Axio, I will tell you, if Lenora's Watchhog is actually male, and I could have kept Attract, I'm gonna blame you. Alright, blackout train time. Not even gonna save. I think Fake Out into 2 Rock Smashes. That's not Rock Smash. Alright, first blackout. Technically second. Honestly, it might be worth using a singular workup on the Herdier. Fake Out. Workup. Rock Smash. There we go. Lenora wasn't too bad. But Annie, here's the other thing with Attract. If Attract worked the way that some people would want it to work, and it worked against everything, it would be one of the most broken status moves in the entire game. Like, imagine just, no matter what Pokemon you faced, let's just include the genderless ones. Like, if you could use Attract on anything, and for the whole rest of the fight, there's a 50-50 chance of not attacking, that move would be so broken. It'd be kind of funny to play with that, but it'd be way too broken. Oh, retaliate. Honestly, here's the thing. I am not going to teach this over double slap. I'm going to teach it over fake out. Because here's the thing. Retaliate only has 5 power points. I would actually rather hold on to double slap for the PP. It's going to be horrifically bad. I did get the ether, though, right by that nurse. So I'm going to use it on retaliate while I'm doing this section. Oh, I do have rock smashes. I should really prioritize those. Alright, so from here, I don't think the next difficult gym leader is until Clay. Because, at least for Berg, we'll have Work Up and Retaliate. And for Elisa, we'll have Return by that point. Wait, what other moves am I getting? Return, Dig, Payback, and Rock Smash. But yeah. Your ROM hack ever come out? Not yet, MVF. I've been kind of lazy working on it. Plus, I wanted to make like a cool trailer for it. I don't want to release it until it has all the features that I want it to have, but I've just been kind of lazy. Plus, I've been kind of busy with other things. I think I'll work on it like once I have a fresh mind, so that way I can look at all the changes I made and be like, I do know a lot more. I should probably change this. Because I actually am really thinking of making some overworld map changes. And I know how to do it. I downloaded a map editing tool. But I just don't have any ideas. Like, I've considered making the Path to Victory Road a lot more eventful or interesting. Oh, here's a fun fact. Have you ever used the walk through walls cheat or glitch, and you try to, like, go from, like, Route 6 to Saffron without going through the loading gate, and then all the graphics look messed up? Each part of the map has its own unique tile palette. Because the game can only have one tile palette at a time. Like, there's Route, City, and Cave, and Ocean. And I think there's one other one, House. You cannot have more than one palette at a time. So, like, you can't have a house on a route. It's actually not possible. Alright, so I don't need rest. I don't want attract. Can't learn... Oh, we could learn flash, actually, if we want to do accuracy shenanigans. I mean, I think attract can still help us with a few fights, so I will get the TM for attract. I don't think I need flash, though. I'm going to skip that. Attract is straight up better. Am I going to need it for Berg? Probably not. I think I may need to heal at the center. Well, actually, no, I don't. I have an ether. I'll just ether retaliate before I fight the gym. Yeah, the code is old, yeah. Yeah, you cannot have a... Actually, you can change the tile palette for each map, Like, I could give, like, Victory Road Cave the palette of a route, but it's not going to look good. You'd have to, like, completely remake the map from scratch. Oops. Alright, I better use that ether now. Yeah. Retaliate right away. I'm going to use a quick workup first just to make Double Slap do more so I don't use as much PP. I want to keep all 5 Retaliates for Berg. Alright, workup, Poison Tail. I'm gonna use a couple more workups. Yeah, no more, because I don't know if Poison Tail poisons. I'm pretty sure it can. Alright, Rock Smash. Oh, I outspeed Levani. That's nice. Actually, I don't think that's as impressive. I think the Levani only has like 40-something speed in this game. In Black 2, White 2 challenge mode, it has 56 speed. Then again, even with the level boost, the stats are the same. Yeah, in general, it's 56 speed. I'm going to go ahead and heal at the center, because I'm not sure I'll have enough PP to take on Bianca. It's 45? Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get the TM for Attract. I think Attract is going to be useful for Clay. I wonder if you can get any other good items in that house. I don't know. Yeah, imagine if we did normalize Delcatty. This run would literally be impossible. Because we could not hit ghosts. Man, I can't wait. As soon as we're done with Charon, we can actually go ahead and go straight to Nimbasa and use Return. I don't know what our friendship is at, but I'm pretty confident it's going to be better than Retaliate. Technically, I can open... No, I cannot. I was going to say I could open PK Hex while playing, and it'll show the stats, but no, that only works with the 3DS games I play. On the BizHawk, at least, the save file, like file in the folders, will not update until you close the emulator. But the 3DS ones on Citra, they update even if the game's running. So I'm able to like save the game, open PK Hex in a separate window, and check my EVs. I like to do that before I buy vitamins. I can't really do that in Gen 5, but it doesn't really matter anyway in Gen 5 because your attack and speed are pretty much always going to be full. It's only worth buying vitamins if you need special attack. I mean, it's almost never worth buying defense or special defense. That's kind of a waste of time. It looks like I got hit with Sand Attack, but it might have missed, actually. Get Strength, because I am going to need Payback. I'm also going to go get Payback right away. Oh, I just realized I forgot Dig. There's really no reason to teach Payback right now, I don't think. Darn it. Oops. Alright, so I'm not going to withdraw my HM user just yet, because when you're fighting N, you don't want to withdraw your HM users yet, because the Sigilyph does have Whirlwind, which can be annoying just in case he uses it. But honestly, I'll probably one-shot it already. I think I'm fine. 2 blackouts already. One blackout was intentional. It was on Lenora, because I was going to blackout train until I won. The first one was accidental. I was fighting an optional trainer. I ran out of power points, and I made Delcatty faint, but I literally could not black out because of how many HM users I had in my party. I had a full team. So I ended up beating her, my HM users, but I just gave it a simple blackout because technically the trainer was not mandatory. That's the point of Dream Eater without Hypnosis or Nightmare. We have Sing. Work up, Fargo. What's my speed? 58. Hey, actually, what's the speed of the Zip Striker? Hidden Power is one of the few moves that can deal type-based damage with Normalize. What do you mean type-based damage? I don't know what that means. Aww. So if we had Normalize, the only way to hit Ghost would be Hidden Power? Is that what you're saying? Hey, Alexander. Okay, so a normalized Delcatty would be possible. I will say, though, if this thing didn't have Q-Charm, and its only ability was normalized, this Pokemon would have to get Hidden Power. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use one workup. I forgot to heal. Yep. One reset. I mean, that was my fault. I forgot to heal. Also, I have 58 speed. What speed are those things? 64. Yeah, I'm not outspeeding any of these things. Alright, fortunately, we'll be able to live those volt switches. I will say, though, if we could not live those volt switches, we would actually need a plus speed nature at a higher level. Also, did I just hit level 33? I think I did. I did. That's really good. That's my minimum level for clay, so I'm not really scared about clay, actually. Alright, so I'm going to go get the rare candy and the TM for payback. Then I'll go ahead and do the Bianca stuff. Also, since we're now past level 30, we're actually going to level up faster than the medium slow group, so we're already faster than every other growth rate. I think even fluctuating. Oh, apparently there's a mandatory trainer that's blocking payback. Didn't know that. Alright, payback. Oh, better teach dig. Alright, so long double slap. And honestly, we don't need rock smash anymore. Well, this is effectively my final moveset now. Next, our final moveset for the league is return, substitute, payback, workup. So the only move we're missing is substitute, and we'll get rid of turn, payback, work. We'll get rid of dig for that. Oh, wait a minute. Axe, you said echoed voice for Elisa. Honestly, it would have been a little safer, but fortunately, I lucked my way through Elisa. Never got paralyzed. Honestly, I don't think echoed voice would have been any better because all of our Pokemon outsped me. Okay. Oh no, fake out. Alright, work up. Torment. Payback. Oh, wait a minute. Wonder Skin. Torment actually missed. That's awesome. I love this ability already. Alright, go ahead and get... I like to get 2 dozen Moo Moo Milks. Expert Belt. Just... We'll definitely need this for, Clay. Also, I only ever get this protein if I need as much attack as possible for the late game. Because you normally get around like 200 attack EVs just because of how many Pokemon in this game give attack. But I want as much attack as possible, so I went ahead and got that one too. Also, it was either today or yesterday was the official launch of the Switch 2. I did not get one. I chose not to because I don't really have interest in getting one right now, at least. I want to wait for some better exclusives other than Mario Kart. I saw a before and after for a bunch of the Switch 2 upgrades for certain games, like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Scarlet and Violet. I did not look at Kirby and the Forgotten Land. But I looked at Scarlet and Violet one. You can see a massive difference. Like, you know how there's those... You know how there's, like, footage of Scarlet and Violet running on, like, a 60 FPS mod in a Switch emulator? That is literally what the Switch 2 upgrade looks like. And, if I remember what Shadow Trait has said, the Scarlet and Violet patches are free, whether you have Switch Online or not. It's the, Zelda ones that cost money, if you don't have NSO. But the before and after for Scarlet and Violet with the Switch 2 upgrade, it was incredible. Like, the shadows weren't, like, constantly lagging. It was, like, nice and smooth. It was all 60 FPS. Unfortunately, the video I saw never showed you the 2 FPS windmill in that, grass-type gym leader city. But, who knows? It probably runs at 20 FPS instead of 2. Honestly, I've heard some theories, and I think they're actually true. I think it's entirely possible that Scarlet and Violet was originally built for the Switch 2. That's the reason why, like, on the Switch 2 it looks so good. But maybe they were forced to rush it out and put it on the regular Switch, which is why it runs like dog shit. Maybe all the testing was done on Switch 2 hardware, because, I mean, yeah, those games came out like 2.5 years ago, but it always takes years to develop new consoles, so I'm sure they built it on Switch 2 hardware. That is probably what happened. I think so. That's probably why it runs like shit on the Switch, because they were told, hey, we can't wait for this. Just gotta release it. Actually, maybe Gen 9 were going to be Switch 2 launches, but maybe they just... I think what happened is the Switch 2 got delayed for like a couple of years, and they were told, well, we're gonna have to delay the console, so you're just gonna have to release it on the Switch anyway. I think that's what happened. Yeah, I looked at it. It's a free upgrade. If you have the Switch 2, it looks incredible. But I already like played that game as much as I wanted to. I have a full living dex in that game. I have the shiny charm. I've beaten the DLCs. The only reason I would ever want to play it are just for, like, I don't know, if there's ever a random raid I want to do for a legendary. Like, I know the last time I played it was that Walking Wake and Iron Leaves raid that happened last time. But I also looked at the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom one. The Tears of the Kingdom one looked incredible. Because that game really, really struggles on the Switch. Like, the game runs at 30 FPS, and if you use a bunch of those, like, Zonai devices, your game really, really lags because of how much they put into that game. Like, it really pushed the Switch. But then on the Switch 2, it handles it completely fine. Like, I was watching ZFG do some testing with Tears of the Kingdom. He used to speedrun that game. Uh, the only way he got it to drop below 30 FPS was to create a little hover bike with 10 flamethrowers on it. Like, that was literally the only way he could get it to dip to 30 FPS. Like, that's how well it ran. And when I do end up buying the Switch 2 at some point, I have the Switch Online expansion, so I will get the Zelda patches for free. And I want to wait till I get the Switch 2 upgrade before I replay Tears. Because I've only played it once, and what I did with Breath of the Wild was I waited a few years before I replayed it, because of how big the game is. Like, you can't do everything in a first playthrough. Unless you were super die-hard dedicated. You're immune to being scammed. I mean, it is a pricier console, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna buy it right now. Like, I'm not desperate to spend was it $4.99 or $4.59? I think it was $4.59, wasn't it? I think it was $4.99. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy it until there's a better exclusive that I want. Honestly, maybe I'll wait till my Christmas bonus or something. Actually, probably not, because at my because I work at a grocery store, instead of like a huge like check or something for a Christmas bonus, usually the employees get a $200 gift card to the store, which can easily pay for an entire like 2.5 to 3 weeks worth of groceries. That's usually our Christmas bonus, so I can't really use that. I know you could use those in-store gift cards to buy other gift cards, but I've been told that management doesn't allow you to do that, but most of the cashiers are cool about it. They'll do it. Oh, the price of the accessories are horrifically bad. Oh my god. Then again, so were the original Switches, like $69.99 for a duplicate pair of regular Switch Joy-Cons. Those were a massive scam. Like, if you want another controller, get a Pro controller. It's better and cheaper. There is no reason to get a second pair of Joy-Cons. Plus, if you buy a second pair of Joy-Cons, in addition to your normal ones, you have to get a charging stock for it. Oh, Annie, I learned this interesting trick with video game consoles. Uh, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft all do this. They intentionally mark their consoles at a way lower price than they should. Well, they should, but they basically don't mark up the consoles as much as their other things, because the consoles are usually a one-time purchase, but people are going to need more controllers. They're going to want more games. They may need accessories. Usually they make most of their money on the games and accessories, because the console's usually just a one-time purchase. Unless it's a bad quality console, of course. But yeah, I'm not gonna... I'll probably wait till Generation 10, because I know Gen 10 is, when, yeah, I think Gen 10 might be Switch 2 exclusives. But, here's another, interesting thing, though. Hold on. Okay, here's another interesting thing. Even if you play in docked mode, like, if you were to, like, do a live stream of, like, Scarlet and Violet or Tears of the Kingdom or something like that, the game will appear at 60 FPS, so at least when you stream the game, it looks a lot better. I mean, I know Legends ZA is going to have a Switch version and the Switch 2 version. I'm assuming you could buy the Switch one plus an upgrade pack. But it's technically on both consoles. But I'm not going to buy a Switch 2 for that. Honestly, Annie, I don't think they would, because here's the thing, like, the Switch has been $300 for the last 7 years. Technically, with inflation, that's actually gone down. From what I've read, if the Switch price release in 2017 was adjusted for inflation today, it'd be worth like $440 at launch, which is roughly a little bit less what the Switch 2 is going for. So technically, if you take inflation into account, it's selling for roughly the same price as the regular Switch was back in 2017. Everything's all about perspective. I give a damn. A lot of people don't. Because people are always going to say, well, back then, a gallon of milk was 30 cents. Yeah, and the minimum wage was $1. What's your point? It's all about perspective. Oops. Uh-oh. I've seen other images of it too. Technically, if you adjusted for today's dollars, the Super Nintendo when it came out was like $500. Because back in the 90s, it came out at $200, so you have to adjust it. Kind of shows you how expensive consoles were back then. Give me a minute. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty much over my sinuses at this point, but I still occasionally want to blow my nose. Alright, time to fly around and go get some candies. I want to boot up Scarlet right now, to be honest. Honestly, the only thing I can even really do in Scarlet, if I wanted to, was just do some Wi-Fi battles with people. That's literally it. I've done basically everything else. Like, there's not even the whole complete the Pokedex. I've even done that. Unless I want a shiny hunt. I mean, technically, I never fully completed the Blueberry Academy DLC Pokedex. I'm still missing Rhyperior and a couple of the Violet legendaries. I have actually thought of purchasing Pokemon Violet and speedrunning the main story just so I can get the legendaries. It is something I actually considered. You can do another playthrough? I could, but I don't really want to. The newer Pokemon games are not as replayable because of the absurd amount of dialogue and cutscenes. It makes replaying them take absolutely forever. Oh, I just realized I never equipped my Lucky Egg. I mean, we're in the fast level up group, so that's definitely overpowered, but I gotta have my egg. Can't take the egg away from me. Less resets than I anticipated. Honestly, I think what's making this thing really good so far is stab return plus workup. Plus dig for coverage. Where were my resets at? I think I had one reset on... I know one was on Elisa. I don't remember who the other one was on. Oh yeah, Wonder Skin. Yeah, you can find Brizzy in here. Terrakion is in Victory Road. Oh, and here's the other thing about Wonderskin. When I was facing one of the Charon battles earlier, the Liepard actually missed Torment. And Cobalion is in Miss Stralton Cave. You know, I actually did like that about Black and White. The legendaries, those legendaries were kind of hard to find if you didn't know where to look. Like, one was in the forest, one was in Miss Stralton Cave, which most people never even went into because it was optional. And one was in Victory Road. I mean, I guess technically the Victory Road one was the easiest, because that's... You only have to go slightly out of the way to find it, but in Black 2, White 2, they're all just out in the open. I mean, technically, lore-wise, the reason they're out in the open is because of Team Plasma. But still, it's nice having them hidden. He would not... I don't think he would have his Black and White team, because I think if you want to be a gym leader, there's probably some rules you have to follow, like, you have to use a particular type. But then again, Blue from Johto... Blue from Kanto technically broke that rule when he was the gym leader. He just used his main team. I don't know why. I guess since he was a former champion, they gave him, like, special permissions or something. Use his own team. What do you mean, get past the rock? I do what I want, Blue Oak. I don't think Red would be caught dead as gym leader. Yeah, but she was champion. She wasn't a gym leader. This proves N is a Pokemon. N is... I don't really believe that fact that N's a Pokemon because... I don't know, just in the Pokemon games themselves, there's not a Pokemon that can talk. Because, like, Team Rocket's Meowth in the Pokemon games does not talk. No human can talk to Pokemon. I mean, haven't you heard of, what are they called? Goat Whisperers or something? Like, there are some people that are known pet dog cat whisperers. Like, there are people who have been known to supposedly talk with cats or pets. I was pondering that the other day. I think Blue beat Red in the race being the gym leader. Red went to the top of Mount Silver to vent. That is a... Oh, wait, though. Red always wins. How would he lose to Blue? Yes, autism, leave N alone. I do what I want. I think Red purposefully lost. Yeah, imagine he purposefully lost to Blue because Red did not want to be gym leader. He just let him have the win. Or knock Blue Oak, Bentley. Man, I really like using the bike on snow. I like how fast it looks. Yeah, I really hate the Let's Go games for that. Like, they did not need to make a Kanto game with a separate playable character that's not Red or Blue. Like, how much sense does it make that the main characters and rival from Let's Go live in the same house as Red and Blue, but aren't Red and Blue? And Blue's not even the champion. Like, it makes no sense. It was made for babies. It was made for Pokemon Go fanatics. Alright, I'm gonna actually heal at the center, because I remember return PP was actually kind of low. Question, is there any reason to keep Dig? We do not need Dig in the entire league, I think. No. Well, then again, I think I'll just keep Dig for the power points. We don't need Substitute until the league anyway. Name was Tracy? I don't think his name was Tracy. I think his name was Trace. Because Tracy's a girl. Well, normally Tracy's a girl's name, but for some reason, that one guy in the anime is named Tracy. Pokemon Go caused lots of accidents. Yeah, I read about those. That was funny. Shows you like how dumb people were. I've heard of people trespassing in cemeteries to catch Ghastlies. Legendary spawning on the highway. Hey, that happens in Black 2 White 2. What do you know? And imagine saving before the lost actor. I'm just doing it because I don't remember if I healed or not. Hey, Swagger missed. I mean, Swagger always had a chance of missing, but still. You know one bright side? We actually don't get any wasted time with level up moves. Is Lost Actor the new hiker? Yep. Technically, there's also the Lost Pilot, but sometimes she's Skyla. It depends if we're running a grass type or not. But if we're not running a grass type, she's the Lost Pilot. Like, the Lost Actor, he's... Even if you use something weak to ice, he's not even hard. Hold on, let me read that. When I was in high school in the boys' bathroom, a few guys I played Pokemon Go was hunting for Trubbish and Grimer. One guy was like, move out of the way, I need to piss. Yeah. That's funny. EM7 just posted Scarlet on the Switch 2 VODs. I actually watched some of those comparison videos for Switch 1 and Switch 2 for the upgrade packs for Scarlet Violet, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom. I looked at videos of those. Dude, Scarlet and Violet and Tears of the Kingdom had the massive, biggest improvements. It looked incredible. Like, earlier in the stream, I was actually talking about a theory I heard someone else say. I think the Switch 2 was actually supposed to come out earlier, and that Scarlet and Violet were going to be launch titles for the Switch 2, which is why on them they run so good. But for some reason, the Switch 2 got delayed. And they're like, you know what? We delayed the console. You're just going to have to release it on Switch. And that's the reason it runs bad. Like, that theory actually makes sense. Because I think the Switch 2 actually did get delayed a few times. Which is why it took so long to come out. I think Pokemon Go uses satellite. And it's based on location. Dark Lord Dominic. Why is your mod name Demon Lord? No, it says Dark Lord. Oh, here's something that really pisses me off. Whenever you're on YouTube mobile and live stream chats, whenever you try to put in the @ symbol and try to type in someone's username, you know how on desktop it'll like try to autofill who you think you're trying to type? It does not do that on mobile. The only way it'll do the highlight thing is if you spell their name correctly. It's so dumb. Honestly, Dominic, I had no idea your name was Dark Lord Dominic until I reread it. You changed your name several times. I remember one time you changed your name. I don't remember what it was, but you completely changed it. I'm like, wait, who are you? I don't remember giving you mod. First time I played White 2, that puzzle was hard AF. White 2? Are you talking about Bryson's gym? Because in Black 2, White 2, you don't fight Bryson. Oh yeah, Prototype, that's what it was. Wait a minute, does my Lillipup have an item? I think Lillipup has pickup, doesn't it? It does have pickup, Ultra Ball. You know, Steve would be like, hey, the Lilipup's holding something. Little trick, you keep going up until you see that Pokeball, loop around and turn right. Alright, so we cannot learn flings. There's no reason to grab a fossil. I went from Lava Demon to Gamma the Cyborg to Prototype, now to Dark Lord Dominic. Now I realized Demon Lord Dominic might get certain people upset. People get offended over anything. I had one guy in my comments one time for one of my newer videos saying, hey, great video, but I just want to let you know your avatar profile creeps me out. What the guy said. I mean, then again, Dominic, I think Demon Lord and Dark Lord would be kind of similar things. But I get what you're saying. Alright, we do not want Shadow Ball, so skip it. Alright, we gotta make sure to get N's PP up. I'm gonna use it on return. Yeah, honestly, past the early game, this Pokemon's actually doing incredible. Why no Shadow Ball? We're going all physical. We have Payback instead. Because Ghost and Dark, I believe, hit the same exact types for super effective damage. Like, the only stuff weak to Ghost, I believe, is Ghost and Psychic. But both of those are weak to Dark as well. So Dark and Ghost are honestly interchangeable. And Payback is physical. I mean, technically Workup boosts both of them, but we have a plus attack nature, plus attack is our better stat. Yeah, Dominic, we have Payback for that. You'll see it's on my moveset. Like, whenever I'm on the bottom screen in battle, if you look real quickly when I'm selecting moves, you should see Payback. Marshall is not going to one-shot us. We actually looked at the damage ranges. At level 68, which is the level I plan to arrive at, because we need 70 for N, his throw was going to do, like, 50%, but his AI tries to prioritize speed-reducing moves, like Bulldoze, so he's just going to use that. He only switches moves when he detects a one-shot, and I think Storm Throw would have to crit for it to one-shot. And even then, I did the calculations assuming we had no defense EVs. I'm sure we have some right now. You know, if I wanted to, I could go buy some iron. Honestly, just because we're facing physical attackers against N, I think I might actually go buy iron. You know what? I will. I'm gonna buy iron. As much as I can. Where do you get a Larvesta egg in this game? Because I thought that Larvesta was only possible by hatching the Volcarona. Fun fact, in Black 2 and White 2, if I ever want the Silver Powder to boost bug moves by 20%, I have to catch the Volcarona. It's the only way. And obviously, I'm only going to do that if I have absolutely no choice. West of Route 1. Huh. Interesting. Oh, okay. I know in Black 2 and White 2, you have to breed the Volcarona to get a baby Larvesta, because I used to have a guidebook for that game. I still have it around here somewhere. It said the only way to get Larvesta was to hatch it from an egg. Alright, I'm gonna buy some iron. 8 iron. Usually 8's a safe number. Oh, I better make sure to use that PP up on return. Guess this is probably the most badass antagonist from Gen 1 to 5. Honestly, of all time. He's like one of the only ones I would truly consider to be an evil person. 2DS is not coming until Monday since it's coming from Seattle. What, did you order a new 2DS? I thought you had a homebrewed one. I remember you always brought it up. Giovanni's greater? I view him more like a mob leader. Like, you know, from like the Mafia. I mean, Giovanni has never attempted to kill the player. You're planning on modding it. Oh. Well, I think in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, he actually does want to take over the world, but it's still unknown whether the Giovanni from the Rainbow Rockets was the one from that universe or one from another universe, like the other ones were. I've heard theories that Giovanni was actually from the timeline that Sun and Moon take place in, because even though the other ones disappeared, Giovanni did not disappear. I don't know if it's cheating, Dominic, because it might be a level 1 move on Reshiram by that point. I still hate this puzzle. It takes too long. And there are far too many trainers in here. I used a workup because if I didn't one-shot it, Revenge would have done so much damage. Level 100 still? Darn. Fun fact, whenever you guys watch my videos, in the intro where it shows me and my Reshiram, and then like the fire in the background turns blue, the sound effect you hear is actually Blue Flare from Gen 5. I'm actually really happy Serena made a version with the Blue Flare effect and one without. I never asked her to do that, she just happened to make 2 versions, and it actually made a really good looking intro. The Alola move reminder can learn any level up move? So wait a minute. So if you go to the move reminder in Sun and Moon, you could learn a level 100 move at level 70? That's a thing? Oh god. That was really cutting it close. Yeah, Zekrom did. It was called, I think it was called, Bolt Strike. I think it was Bolt Strike. Honestly, Blue Flare isn't really impressive of a move. It's basically just a more powerful, less accurate Fire Blast. Instead of Fire Blast being 110-85, it's 130-80. Same PP, though. I mean, overall, it's better than Fire Blast. It's in the Elite Four area. Oh. Alright, so I only need level 68 at the start of the league, so I think once I get to level 60, I can use all my rare candies. Blue Flare is 85. Oh, so it's a better Fire Blast. Okay, got it. For some reason, I thought it was 80. I know, I'm a fake Reshiram fan. Alright, I'm not going to pick up any more rare candies. Honestly, I have the under set to 130. This is not going to get the under, I don't think, because it's probably going to be 128 when I arrive at the league. I think it can definitely get the in-between. Alright, I'm also done holding the Lucky Egg. I'm going to re-equip Expert Belt. I had to go. You have to go to bed early? Well, thanks for stopping by, Dominic. That thing just used Detect twice in a row. And you're so bad. Darn it. That guy turns so quickly. On the bright side, this isn't the one with Jellicent. Icicle Trash missed. I chose over expecting more resets and being weak to fighting. I mean, that's true. We technically haven't arrived at the Fighting Elite 4 member yet. It could go worse. Dude, I can never tell when I have a Repel active. Fighting type moves, fighting types are like the new normal types. Honestly, from what I've heard, normal types nowadays aren't as good as they used to be because return is not a move anymore. But fighting types are still pretty good. Alright, we do not need that rare candy. Damn it. Ursaluna doesn't count. I guess I meant like the normal type itself. You know what's funny? Shadow Stitch would disagree with you. He keeps saying that that badge gate is one of the best badge gates in all of Pokemon. And I disagree, because I told him, I think that the black 2, white 2 one's the best because it's a lot quicker and it looks cool. And he's like, no, it's just a light show. And I'm like, what's wrong with light shows? Okay, I need to teach Substitute now. The place of Dig. Alright, I'm pretty sure throughout the league we will get level 70 for N. I'm not holding the luck yet, because I'm pretty confident in this, because we are in the fast group. Okay, sub. Alright, I think the plan for this fight was 3 workups. Yeah. Unfortunately, Axu said that since we're a normal type, Jellicent will be sent out last. Yep, that's good. So at least Cursed Body can't get us. Alright, I'm gonna go do Caitlyn next. And good news is, we looked at the damage range with the Focus Miss. Focus Miss is gonna do less than half to us at level 68. So we can afford a singular workup. Because one workup will literally one-shot our whole team with Return. In one of the leagues, the trial was very long, removed from one league forward than the other. I think it was Oras. Yeah, it was Oras. Why did I use Substitute? Okay, that was 100% my fault. I forgot to heal as well. Yeah, that reset was 100% my fault. Okay, yeah, so Return does one-shot everything else. Yeah, do Marshall. Good thing is with Marshall, he is most likely going to use Bulldoze because we did use a bunch of Iron, so I think Storm Throw is only going to do, like, less than half. I don't think he's going to go for it. And, I believe we need... I think we only need 1 return. Or not 1 return, 1 workup. Oh, he's Storm Throwed. There we go. I'll go 2 for safety. Oh. That's not good, actually. The reason I say this isn't good, we don't have a substitute up for the sock. I think that's crit. Okay, let's just stick to 1. Oh, you gotta be kidding. And on the bright side, I get a free substitute. Okay. There's still the chance for the in-between. Yeah, I only have 1 more Elite Four members. I'm pretty confident we can beat Grimsley and then gets us within 4 minutes. I'm pretty confident about it. It's weird. How come when Team Plasma takes over Victory, the Pokemon League, how come the Elite Four never step out? They're like, eh, this is outside my pay grade. What is with the AI? Like, attacking turn 1, status is turn 2. It's so weird. Okay, +1's fine, though. +1 can one-shot everything. Oh. I think +4 was needed for the Bisharp, but oh well. It's fine. We still win either way. Did the Pokemon cause the building to appear? I have no idea how it did this. Alright, we do not need N's rare candy because we are level 70. Howling's cousin. That explains a lot. Explains he's a wizard. Or a wizard, Harry. Okay, I will get the save. I don't need to equip anything. I might be able to first try both N and guesses. Alright, if I remember the ranges correctly, what's the game plan for N? What was the plan for Zekrom? It was turn 1 substitute. What was it? 2 workups? I think it was 2. I'm pretty sure we need 2. Let's, yeah, start with the turn 1 sub to break the Fusion Bolt. Alright, and then go for the 2 workups immediately. Okay, return. I believe +2 return. Oh, wait, we don't have dig anymore. That's fine, though. I can reset the sub. Oh. That was Zoroark. Okay. That is an issue. Pause. Okay. So let's see. Getting to +2. Makes the Zekrom range to be a one-shot. Okay, that was expected. Alright, it was the Kling Clang. 65 to 77. Plus 3 doesn't even kill it. And, what moves does the Thunderbolt, Flash Cannon, Hyper Beam, Metal Sand? Okay, here's what we have to do. We have to substitute into 2 workups on the Zekrom. We need to return right away on the Zoroark that's pretending to be Kling Clang. And then on the actual Kling Clang, set up a substitute. Actually, what's my moveset? Return, substitute, payback. Wait, return, workup, payback, substitute. I need payback and return. Is there a way to teach dig? I would have to either get rid of workup or substitute. Getting rid of substitute's not an option. Unless I were to choose to spam nothing but payback and dig, but that's not going to work. Honestly, kind of a little upset for forgetting the Shell Bell. I mean, let's see. I don't think it's worth substituting on the Kling Clang. It'll just be a natural 2-shot. The Nilix will be a 1-shot. Caracosta's going to live no matter what, but its own attacks are going to do deep damage. The Archeops, you basically need a crit to 1-shot it. I need to be able to get a 3rd workup somehow. Am I able to? Can I get the 3rd workup on the Zekrom? Let's see. The Fusion Bolt does 45%, so if we get hit with it twice on a low roll, it's 38, so that's 76, substitute 25. That's like, that's 101. I don't think we can live 2 Fusion Bolt. Actually, there is a way. We would have to not use substitute. We didn't get rest. There's got to be a way to teach dig. See what the ranges look like on everything else with dig payback. Yeah, sorry guys I had to stop middle of this, but I did not think this part through because I ended up assuming I'd have 5 moves. Technically, the only way to do this is to teach dig in the place of payback, beat N, and black out to Getsus, and then go re-challenge him with the right moveset. But I really do not want to do that. Because here's the thing why I can't teach dig. The reason I can't teach dig is because the Cofagrigus has Protect. It is always going to protect. Yeah, if we get the +3, the problem is Caracosta is never going to be a 1-shot. The Archeops would be a +3 payback, but +2... Oh, +2 does knock out Archeops. And dig is a range to knock out Zekrom. Alright, so here's the plan. Teach dig over return. Yeah, teach dig over return, and then blackout. Actually, this is ridiculous. Just teach over payback and just blackout on Getsus. There's probably a better way to do this, but I don't really know. Right, dig over payback. Honestly, wait. I don't think we even need Substitute if I hold Pecha Berry. I don't have Pecha Berry. Alright, I'll just beat N normally and then black out on Gets This. Because I really do not know a better way. Because this thing essentially needs 5 moves. Alright, so yeah, do not use Substitute. Alright. Alright, dig, or return. Hey, Stone Edge miss. Lucky me. Question. How many power points does Protect have? Would it be possible to PP stall Protect? Does it have like 10 power points? It's 10? Okay, this is actually good. We can actually spam workup and stall. I think this thing's only attacking move is Shadow Ball. Oh my god, this guy's an idiot. Oh, it has Psychic. Oh, he's not even smart enough to go for Protect. That actually makes things a lot easier. I assumed his AI would always Protect when using Dig. But I guess the AI in this game's not smart enough to do that. Okay, well, I just worried for no reason. That's Gen 2. Wait, it's only Gen 2? I'm pretty sure Gen 3 does that. I'd have to ask Shadow about this. He knows a lot about the Gen 5 AI. Anyway, 138.22. It ended up being the over, sadly. Gen 2 AI is smart enough to Protect on a Dig user. So, in other games, when the enemy decides to use Protect, whether I use Dig or not has no effect on it. It just randomly protects whenever it feels like it. That would explain why Pelipper loves spamming it in Gen 3. Alright, so it's only Gen 2. Dig is not good on a Protect user. So I literally worried about this Gets This fight for no reason. Gen 5 AI does not check for Dig with Protect. That is very good to know, actually. Yeah, even though we got the over, this is still a decent time, actually. I mean, sure, there can definitely be some improvements, like the early game. But then again, even though I had that blackout in the early game, and I had a couple of resets here and there, the early game is freaking awful. Like, having only Fake Out and Double Slap until you get Rock Smash, then eventually Retaliate, which has only 5 PP. But once you get access to Return and Dig and Payback, which is all near Nimbasa, you're effectively set the entire game. Oh, I'm selected off the emulator. Game time 4:51. What level am I again? 72. So I'm level 72 with 5 resets with a time of 1:38.22. But yeah, if this thing had simply started with, like, I don't know, Pound or Quick Attack, if this thing had started with Quick Attack, this would have gotten a much better time for sure. It's just a shame this thing had a Wigglytuff style looking moveset. Well, in Emerald only, the AI loves Protect turn 1. Yep. Alright, so if we take a look at our leaderboard, let's see, where did it place? 15th overall. It did roughly 6 minutes worse than Volcarona. which is honestly kind of sad because Volt Corona had to deal with a 4 times rock weakness and was in the slow experience group. And it had an awful starting set, but at least it had Ember and Leech Life. Delcatty had double slap. I had to heal at the center so many times. But it did better than Mandibuzz, which shows you how bad Mandibuzz is. It's effectively the Gen 5 Bastiodon. So much coverage and no attacking stats. Did better than Poliwrath. Honestly, Poliwhirl needs a re-rank. Because I didn't know the proper strat at the time, but Poliwhirl's proper strat is go out of the way to get Waterfall, so I don't have to do any blackouts on Energetsis. But I'm in no rush to do that. Yeah, still, Crobat is in last place. And it feels like I played Crobat as well as I could have. It's really bad in solo runs. Oh yeah, plus Mandibuzz had Nasty Plot. Mandibuzz is an actual typing. I'm sorry I offended you. But anyway, thank y'all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. This was a interesting run, but not in a good way. But at least we got to use the Kingler calculator. I'll definitely use this every single one of my runs from now on. Huh, it doesn't look like the red and blue one can let you stack badge boosts, but that's fine. That's what the XP router is for. But anyway, I will see you all tomorrow. We'll be doing Pokemon Black with Conkeldurr, which is what I paired with Seismitoad, because Timpole and Timber can be found on N's team and on the same route of Pinwheel Forest. So I will see you all then. Bye.